As a realtor, one of your greatest fears has to be foundation problems. Most foundation problems a home inspector will find are minor and are easily corrected. However, occasionally the dreaded structural engineer or foundation contractor will need to be consulted. Hi, it's Don at Hawley Inspections. This short but informative video will only deal with concrete block foundations. For more information on mine subsidence, click on the subscribe button and it will take you to our library of helpful inspection videos. For starters, let's make sure you understand that every crack your clients see is not a reason for a major meltdown or panic. The basic rule for cracks is that they are only considered a problem if they are wider than a quarter of an inch or offset by a quarter of an inch or more. Of course, cracks that are leaking or show signs of prior water leakage should be addressed. This is usually a minor and inexpensive repair. Not all foundation repairs require expensive work. Some, like this obvious leak, only required a little grading in the yard and the window well to correct. I absolutely cannot understand how someone would put up with something like this that was so easy to fix. Unfortunately, not all foundation problems are immediately visible. For instance, damage can be hidden behind framed walls and even personal belongings stacked against the foundation. One sign of foundation failure is the full-length cracks often seen just below grade level of the yard. This bowing is a result of our expansive clay soils found here in the Midwest. In the summer, the ground dries out, shrinks away from the foundation, and then it rains, and the clay soil expands and pushes against the walls. After many cycles, the foundation will give and bow in, and when this is more than 1/3 of the width of the foundation, it's time to consider a foundation repair. 1/3 of an 8-inch wall, by the way, is 2 5/8 inches. The wall on this picture is a little over 3 inches out of plumb, and repair work is recommended. Step cracks may indicate foundation settling or just outside pressure on the blocks. Your home inspector can help you with determining if you have settlement in your footings. This step crack is from outside pressure and is an indication of a failed attempt to stop a water leak. Step cracks can occur anywhere in the block wall and usually happen in pairs. When a foundation contractor or structural engineer evaluates the condition of the foundation, they use special tools to evaluate the actual amount of lean. As a side note, if you ever need to advise your client on whether to use a structural engineer or a foundation contractor will evaluate the foundation for free and usually has a structural engineer on staff. The downside to using a foundation contractor is that they may not be totally objective, as they have usually invested heavily in one or two repair methods. A structural engineer, on the other hand, will charge $300 to $500 for the same information, but will not necessarily push for or against a specific repair. My advice would be to get a couple different quotes from different foundation repair companies and then make your decision based on their advice. There are 5 basic repair methods available. For cracks in poured concrete, an epoxy filler is often used. For large cracks or when the structural strength is needed, carbon fiber is the next step up, but these are not normally used on concrete block foundations. Older basement repair methods use plates like these that were attached to the concrete anchors in the yard. The disadvantage to this system was that it only supported the center of the wall. An improvement to this system is use of steel I-beams fastened to the house's floor system and anchored to the basement floor. The disadvantage here is relying on floor joists for horizontal support. A third system uses steel C-channels that are set on the foundation footing and anchored to a concrete pour, usually 10 feet from the house. 1.25 inch or larger steel rod is anchored into concrete and secured to the C-channel in the basement. The trench method is the strongest and most reliable. However, it also requires digging up the yard and breaking out the basement floor. Both of these are easily handled. Grass grows back, and contractor will also replace any sidewalks, driveways damaged during the trenching process. It's very important to maintain a dry basement that we have window well covers, that our gutters are clean and functional, and of course we will probably have to have some kind of basement waterproofing system installed, because these basements will typically continue to leak and cause problems if we don't manage our water. If you enjoyed this video, please click on our subscribe button below and give us a visit at www.hawley, Hawley, inspections.com.